It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the afternoon edition for Friday, the 5th of August. I'm James Spann. The weekend is here. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. Have some storms around. Next week, storms could be a little more active around here. Check it out. Water vapor satellite view across the nation. Westerlies up north. Flat ridge here across the deep south. And your classic case of scattered afternoon thunderstorms. The radar at 244. That points some of the heavier storms near Jasper, Blunt Springs. Down on the Bibb-Shelby County line, those are drifting down to the southeast. Away from the storms, we have mostly low 90s. Birmingham 93, Gadsden 93, 92 for Tuscaloosa and Anniston. Around the nation, a little cool pocket over Colorado. A little wedging going on up in the northeastern states, coming down the Appalachians. But for most spots, temperatures about where they should be for this time of the year. Still technically a heat advisory for parts of the state, but hey, it's August. We all know every day is going to be hot and humid. We have excessive heat warnings west of the state for parts of Louisiana, Arkansas, and the Mississippi Delta back up toward Memphis. Got a marginal risk of severe storms north of the state for this evening. Tomorrow, a marginal risk for the northeast United States, and on day 3, Sunday, a couple of marginal risk across the plains and up in Montana. And boy, look at the numbers coming up on the QPF. This is the expected rain through Wednesday morning. Lighter totals for northwest Alabama. Heavier totals for the Gulf Coast with potential for a surface low forming over the northeastern Gulf. This is the 10-day QPF, and you can see amounts around 10 inches south of Pensacola back over to a point north of Tampa Bay. And that could mean some rather unsettled weather for the Gulf Coast next week. Still some questions involving that, so let's get in there and check things out. Before we do that, let me show you the European. I forgot I had this set in here. This is the rain from the European model out to 10 days. And again, some really big numbers there. Rain amounts in excess of 10 inches for the Gulf Coast, up into parts of Georgia, South Alabama, and North Florida. So let's take a look at things here. The GFS, this is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at 1 o'clock local time. Ridging here across the deep south, troughing in the northeast and the northwest. And again, the weather not changing much. Hot, humid, scattered showers and storms. Low 90s in most spots tomorrow. Sunday's storm should be a little more active, the high around 90. It won't rain everywhere, but most spots having a pretty decent chance of a passing shower or storm. And here's Monday of next week. You can see a 1,010 millibar surface load that's over southeast Alabama, southwest Georgia. And that's drifting down toward the northeastern Gulf, and that will provide some rather unsettled weather. Scattered, maybe numerous showers and storms really each day next week. This is Tuesday and Wednesday. Highs probably in the 80s because of the clouds and showers. This is Thursday of next week. And a week from today, this is Friday the 12th. Still ridging aloft, and down below that, kind of a surface trough. But we'd show you the European valid Friday the 12th, and you can see a more well-defined surface low near Montgomery, 1,007 millibars, with potential for maybe some heavier storms south of that down on the Gulf Coast. So if you got a beach trip next week, you might see just a limited amount of sun. And it's just not going to rain and rain and rain. There'll be some nice breaks in the rain, but the weather is looking a bit rather unsettled. This is the end of the forecast period. This is Monday the 15th. Again, ridging here. Typical summer weather, a few scattered storms, if that's right. Check the numbers and look at that next week. Highs dropping back in the 80s in mid-August. It can be scorching, nasty hot here in mid-August. We'll take that. And lows across the board, mostly in the 70s. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes on the blog. My next video will be here Monday morning at 7 o'clock. Brian Peters, the man that looks like Colonel Sanders, will have these updates, the videos tomorrow and Sunday. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, and God bless.